Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到问题时间。那我们就接续着原本的关卡玩下去吧。
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven. Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
自动换成下一阶的武器。
They saw me before I saw them.
They saw me before I saw them. 提早被发现。
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
谁打我？谁打我？好痛！卡住了。No！ 可怜的小家伙。呀，好痛！闪错边了 ，shit！ 都是树枝，谁晓得要往哪闪？什么？居然从这里开始，好残忍！
They saw me before I saw them.
痛 ！No！ They saw me before I saw them. 痛
！They saw me before I saw them.
好啦，讲几次了。很痛耶耶耶 ！No， 耶！神经病啊！神经病啊！嘿嘿。 我又卡住了，来，这凹槽是特意拿出来整我的，你要用手枪吗？这实在是还吹一下的，刚刚又没有开枪，你在吹什么东西啊？散弹枪，这个呢，这是斧头吧？ 好痛，好痛，痛痛的。
It was rugged country. The winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
闪子弹闪成精了吧你！哎，啊，好可怖啊！哦，不要对我开枪好不好？我根本不知道你在哪里呀、啊？哪里呀、啊？有人对我开枪，可是我根本看不到他人。哦，看到了。 就是你，这王八蛋！好，就
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
就这样马灰狼人都杀光光了。哦，耶！ 是在准什么东西的啦？是在准什么东西？哎 ，no！ 很痛哎！那我这游戏人在准什么东西？好。 别跑！你是狙击手吗？差不多了，差不多了，差不多了。哎 ，Good morning.
Deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure angry cussedness.
要我跑酷吗？别开玩笑的，我在跑的。这样的，愤怒了。
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
哦，好多人！子弹时间。来死这些人物！耶！这枪啊！哦，卡片。哦，是。拿到一把新武器了。我升级了耶！这个很适合我，最喜欢猎人头了。猎人头，猎人头，能走呢？
How big was this cave? Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
边了，一定要这样吗？我闪错边了，不要从这里开始啊！不要重新点了，真好。你的储存点真是不友善，没关系，可是我很友善。换子弹，换子弹！危险！看，no。别傻了，你们是 NPC 就乖乖的死吧。
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
按错了。
I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
高速反应力。小笨蛋。
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death. I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that. His story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom fills your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
偷袭我！
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
他说刚刚那个灰狼跟他讲话，然后让他坠入了一种很奇怪的境界，然后醒来的时候就被包围了。他觉得是陷阱。
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever.
他觉得他会在这里，好像得在这里待上一辈子一样。觉得这个洞穴容易。
Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Wait.
There was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
别在哪啦？这样没品了。哇，真是洗很大呢。我来了，灰狼！哦，拜托，不要进来！原来躲在这个地方，你不要那么积极呢。还有一个，拜拜。
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap. Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches.
最后一个错了。
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
你想干嘛？你想干嘛？很痛哎！拜。干嘛？玩 gay 哦，打架啦！天哪！换子弹都不要闹了。No!
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. but it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
就这样消失了吗？
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
没有再找到他了，他好像就这样蒸发在空气一样，然后也没有。
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Dalton， 我Dalton Brother 就是还蛮有名的帮派。
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
They call me bounty hunter.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Well, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up. Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
Lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had a dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait to suck the bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. He went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
水塔，好吧。我就听你的烂故事爬上去吧，你就有在那里哦，死小孩。
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
He's got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
Is that side of
Jim
trees?
Boo,
Son of a bitch!
John defending the Alamo.
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for this.
黑不画，钱呢？耶！
Over there!
啊！我开枪了！
Silent freeze.
What the hell?
跑掉了！
Flame came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
我成功了吗？
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
不是这样发生。靠！又要再来一次。烦欸！你们有几个版本？
It was early
一
evening,
个讲好不好
not high noon.
不是中午，是已经黄昏了。
Daltons blew up the safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. I was late to the party, and Coffeeville was already up in arms. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Whoa.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
他们想要一次抢2个银行，而且在同一个时间。主角认为这样给他一个机会，可以把他们抓到。哇，这人很低级，超烦的。啊！揍爆你！ 没有人，人都跑光了吗？这里啊！你要去哪？
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. The problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons, and they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons, which wasn't any surprise, because those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once.
其实这游戏有点烦欸，从头抢到尾，话讲不完的。
Shoot him down! He ain't getting away with this! Come on, we gotta get out of here! I think they know who we are! Hey, stupid happy and watch! Kill him! There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
楼上有没有人啊？楼上有没有人啊？有没有人在接啊？哦，有没有人在接啊？没有人在家吗？好吧，拜拜。哦，拿到了东西了。
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up.
到了
Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plan me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
他说2个人跑掉了，另外1个人留下来看现场，会负责没有用。你认真的吗 ？OK 了吧？好漂亮啊！
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, silent trees. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
You are dead, law dog. I'm gonna take off.
很痛哎，不要这样对我了。完了
Now you got it. It's all killing time.
天哪，这怎么回事啊？猫抓老鼠。你得死了。
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeeville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23
是
times.
他唯一。
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in it?
他都被拆了23枪了，你以为是谁对他开枪？
But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Yes， 成功了。
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
OK， 先到这里吧。
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys would get away this time.
感谢各位收看《大文艺时间》，我们玩的是《荒野双蛟龙》超神，拜拜。